To round up Living Smart in the Lowcountry today we're going to hear from a patient about their experience here and a little bit about what they went through. We've also got Amanda Thomas who's joining us talking a little bit about her role. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So before we get to talking a little bit about the patient experience, Amanda, tell us a little bit about what it is that you do here for St. Joseph's Candler.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Amanda Thomas. I'm the Director of Radiation Services. So what that means is I basically make sure that patients have everything that they need from the front desk staff once they get referred to us, all the way through treatment and through survivorship.
And you know, what a big role to have, and really making sure everyone knows what they need to be doing. And a big part of your experience here, of course, is staff-wide, as you do touch so many different people throughout the process. This is Dana Settlemeyer, and she's here to discuss this a little bit with us. So talk to us about your experience as a patient.
My experience staff-wide was excellent. From the ladies that greet you at the door to every single staff member in every department. They were compassionate. They were professional. The technology, everything about the facility, quite frankly, I felt blessed, truly. I can't say enough about it.
And I heard you even discussing a little bit off camera about, you know, just what a blessing your experience here has been. I'm curious to know a little bit about going through something like this. There's got to be an element of fear, a little bit of that.
Well, my personality ordinarily, usually, is to just address it and find a solution. But I didn't even have to think that far when I got here. I never was afraid. I knew pretty much from the get-go that I was in very good hands. And every step of the way actually was pleasant.
It says a lot.
You know, I don't think people expect that, but that was my experience. It was comforting. I had no problem with it. And you know, all the things you hear, you'd think you would. I had none of that. And they took really good care of me.
Yeah, I
Really
can tell you feel, you know, very at home here with your experience. Earlier in the program, we talked to Dr. Ramey and learned a little bit about what some of the treatments look like here. Let's discuss just briefly, you know, your experience with the doctor, and were you able to really express concerns, ask follow-up questions?
Oh, I'm known to ask a lot of questions, and I know enough to not do research on certain websites or any websites. I do question things because I want to be informed, and he was very responsive, again, very professional. Told me every step of the way what to expect, and I got through it.
Yeah, and here you are, and sharing your story with us. We're grateful for that. Before we head back out, we've got about a minute left. I'd love to know what your experience was like with therapists, nurses, in addition to the doctor that you were here with.
I have not one complaint and only praise. As I said, I felt like I became friends with pretty much everyone in every department. You know, it's so comforting, as I've said before, that I think a cancer patient especially needs to feel reassured and comfortable. And every single one of them, I knew that they knew exactly what they were doing, and if I thought that something had changed, I would ask a question and they would explain it to me. And the only complaint I have was the scale.
Well, it's
wrong.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Well, you look great. We appreciate you.
It's a phenomenal place. Yeah, it truly is. I feel like it was divine intervention that I ended up here, and now I can move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us today. I know
Thank
it's
you.
a lot to share, and we appreciate you doing that so we can hear a little bit about your experience. Thank you as
pleasure.
well, Amanda, for joining us today. We appreciate it. And thank you. We'll be back after this. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found this both educational and beneficial. For more information on this program or any of the services provided by St. Joseph's Candler, please visit their website at sjchs.org. We'll see you next time on St. Joseph's Candler's Living Smart in the Lowcountry.